Last night I showed you that horrible death in Minneapolis, an African-American man dying while being held down by police and while he and bystanders were pleading for the police to let him breathe. The consequences from this have now started to run out of control across the US, so I have to show you some of this again. The video from this camera phone that has inflamed race tensions now across the US.
I can't breathe over there. Shut up. They gonna kill me. They gonna kill me, man.
Bro, with your feet on his neck, man, you get off the
His nose is bleeding. Like,
yeah,
come on now.
That's wrong right there with his feet on his neck.
Look at his nose.
You see your knee on his neck. Yeah, you got your feet right on his neck.
Shocking stuff. 46-year-old George Floyd stopped breathing and was pronounced dead in hospital. I showed you last night that protests had occurred in Minneapolis. Overnight, these grew, and then they developed into rioting with horrible scenes in Minneapolis. Police used tear gas, people were hurt. There are reports of at least one murder as rioters turned to looting, with a number of stores ransacked and set on fire. Now, in that city, the victim's family and the local mayor were impatient that despite 4 police being dismissed and an FBI investigation being underway, no charges had yet been laid.
I don't know because I was not there, but hearing the stories of what happened, he gave y'all no reason to do what y'all did to him. He gave y'all no reason. They murdered my brother, and they're going to pay through the courts.
Why is the man who killed George Floyd not in jail?
But as far away as Los Angeles, protests were also held, and in downtown LA, they too turned ugly. Black Lives Matter activists moved onto a freeway and were seen to attack police officers in a patrol vehicle. Once again, tensions between police and African Americans are creating flashpoints across the US, this time in an election year. It seems futile to say this, but the obvious point here is that attacking other police and looting and burning shops is not a protest. That's anarchy. Clearly, justice needs to be served. And while anger is understandable, senseless violence and anarchy are no substitute for that proper justice.